Hello, Leo. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, the Validity 3 Tarot Choose Review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I felt it. What's that called? Possibly a lover's quarrel. Quarrel? Forget the correct pronunciation of it. Something's going on here. You're showing me, Leo, you want to gain some sort of clarity and perspective regarding a situation as to why something's not moving further along than it is. Now, whatever this energy is, I kind of feel like there's an, how do I say this? I feel like there's an outright conscious decision to not accept things as is. What you're kind of saying is like, I'm willing to be flexible and accept certain things, but not everything. Okay, that makes sense. What you're saying is you have your limits and kind of like, your boundaries. I like that. At the same time, you're also kind of saying because things aren't necessarily going too well, I need to make a decision here. Now, something clearly needs to change. But whatever this is, it almost seems like you are kind of stalling or holding off on making that decision to outright make that drastic change, whether it be for yourself personally or whether it be for the situation or dynamic between you and someone. Yeah, could be a living situation, family dynamic, we'll see. Yeah, I kind of feel like because things are definitely in place, you're trying to figure out like, you don't know what you want to do. One thing is for sure that you're just kind of like, I emotionally don't know what I feel called to do, but let's just kind of focus on moving forward and kind of put this behind us for now. Okay. You're teeter-totting with it. By the way, I'm looking at 777. You're teeter-totting with it. You're just kind of saying this energy of like, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. I just want to live my life. I want to just live a good life. And like, don't we all? At the same time, it's like, happiness is one thing. Refusal to see the negative is another. That's outright, what's that called? Escaping, the escape method, escapism. Yeah. You're kind of saying, I want to be happy. I definitely want to be happy. At the same time, again, with that decision about personally not going through a change or shift, as well as something going on taking place between you and someone, holding off on that decision. And then also this energy of like putting something on the back burner, putting something on the back burner, putting something on the back burner, and then wondering why it's cold. It's there staring at you, and every time you go to that stove, it's there staring at you. Unfortunately, it's kind of like, well, I don't want to focus on that. It's like, well, don't think about a pink elephant in the room. Now you're thinking about a pink elephant. That easy. It's like, you don't want to think about it, but you're thinking about it. It's like, you can't help but think about it. And it's kind of like, it's beginning to, create a little bit of chatter here where it's like this slow, stretched out, gradual process of making that full transition to making that ultimate decision about you and someone here. You're kind of dancing around it, Leo. You're kind of dancing around it. Okay, kind of push this a little bit. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, jeez. That's a difficult situation. That is a difficult situation. There's, how do I say this? There's these emotions are brewing. These emotions are brewing. That's what's taking place. Brewing and starting to kind of like bubble up slowly. Because I feel like you still strongly believe in the dynamic between the two of you. At the same time, it's like the longer this is stretched out, the more impatient you're becoming, and it's kind of like, I feel like I got to say something, and it's like that's that energy brewing up where it's kind of like you can't hold your it's that energy of you can't hold yourself back, Leo. You can't hold that line back any longer. You have to speak and say something to communicate something. But ultimately what you're kind of saying is, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. It's not, jeez. There you are. Like I said, you're kind of saying I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to lose any more than I've already lost. At the same time, you also know that in order to, geez, in order to get to the storm clouds, you got to work on the problems and the issues with them first. You have to kind of face the storm first in order to get to the light. You're showing me I have to work on these problems. I got to bring these problems up. Like I said, it's an energy of you can only hold back so long. You can only stretch this out by not making a decision so long before it's like, you know what, I have to say something. And it's kind of like, that's that tipping point. What it almost feels like, you know, you've been kind of pushed to the edge, literally, as the Nine of Wands shows up. You've been pushed to the edge. Like, you know what? Not necessarily a breaking point. It's just you've just been pushed to your limit. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Where's that going? Oh, my goodness. I like it. I like it. I like where that's going. I like where that's going. You're fighting for them. I like that. I like that. You're fighting for that connection. And that's what it's all about. If you love them, fight for them. I like that. And you're kind of saying, absolutely, I love them. That's why I'm not going nowhere. That's why I'm choosing to focus on these problems and these issues. That's why I'm willing to face the storm and go through it. Leo, again, set and sail, huh? Of course, if you are dealing with anyone you could be dealing with, geez, we have heavy water. We also have fire, air, as well as earth. Goodbye.